Hello, it's me and the little Enya today. We've got a back to you just so that we can see what we're doing. You need a band, you always check it. I've got a latex free version here that there's no nicks or tears. We're going to look at movement, shoulder retraction. So that's the emphasis that we're looking at here, shoulder retraction, and also relating it as the exercise progresses to various conditions. So the band is at the front of the thighs with the little finger pointing behind. You can do this standing. I'm going to give this to Benny. Okay. So if you have the band across the front of your thighs fairly taut, obviously use a lighter band if somebody has issues through the upper body. Now I'm getting Enya to use her glutes, which that has to be the smallest bottom in the world. So you are squeezing the glutes together. Enya is drawing the top of the shoulder blades together, little finger coming away and then release. Do that in your own time, En. So Enya's breathing out, breath in. Little breath out, squeeze back, little breath in. Now, as you're doing this breathing pattern, some of you may argue that you'd actually be better off to breathe in because we're getting a bit of extension. So if you feel better that way, fair enough. Otherwise, I'm going to say to Enya, just breathe, yeah? So you're squeezing back and together, head lifted that little bit from my end. Now, many people drop the shoulders forwards. So a coaching point that I use for this is the top of the shoulder blades back and together. So Enya's keeping her arms really straight and strong. Now, as she continues to do that, it's a switch on of the core, switching on of the glutes. Feel Enya as if you lift up on your inside thighs. It's also cosmetically working triceps, but we're getting some work into the upper back, shoulder retractors. Great if you've got somebody who's got a bit of kyphosis. Okay, so as Enya carries on doing that and we get her really knackered, then consider this is brilliant for somebody who's pregnant. It's fantastic for somebody who maybe cannot lay on their tummy. It's a great way of getting some work through here for clients who cannot do extension work lying in a prone position. Yes? Okay, so I'm going to move Enya on to lying on her tummy with exactly the same exercise. So, and if I can get you lying on your tummy, head that way. Before she lays down, I'm going to place the band. Sorry, before you lay down, you know you can't get the staff these days, can you? Before she lays down, now she can, come down into this position. I'm going to place the little block underneath your forehead, and if I can, so little block underneath your forehead. Arms down by the side of your body, okay. Do a little bit of a dance so I can get your bum up and that, thank you. All right, so if Enya's holding on to the band, exactly the same as she did previously. So we're aiming to use the band in exactly the same way, but let's look at injuries. Relax your legs for me, En. Relax your bum. Okay, now leave go of the band so she knows where it is, and we're going to progress to that. So I'm going to get Enya to squeeze the shoulder blades back and together, turning the palms in line with the thighs. So she's drawing down from the lats and release. Do that again for me. So little squeeze back, excellent, and release. So there's a very slight connection in abdominals, taking that squeeze back and release. Trying to relax the lower back, trying to relax the buttocks. Okay. So if somebody's got issues where they can't do extension work, they could still do this movement here. I'm going to progress Enya to using the band. And thank you to Linda from Knutsford. Oh, it sounds like we're doing some sort of like single show. Linda from Knutsford, who looked at doing the exercise like this. You are squeezing the shoulder blades back and together. Now Enya's lifting the band and let it go. I'm going to get Enya to carry on doing that. My automatic reaction would be to say to take a soft breath out as she's squeezing back. But again, because she's getting some retraction, a little bit of extension, some of you may argue she should breathe in. As long as she's breathing, I don't care. So you are getting the shoulder blades back and together. If somebody's got a shoulder injury, I always teach this exercise initially without the band, and then people can choose whether to use it or not. Okay, what I'm going to get Enya to do is relax her lower back and her bum, foot position relaxed. Now lift your breastbone, Enya, so she's just lifting the breastbone, lovely, and let it go down. Completely relaxed, give yourself a well undressed, lovely. So as Enya's doing that, you are squeezing shoulder blades back and together, peeling the breastbone and the head, trying to switch off the bottom, switch off the lower back and let it go. So a method that I use is to really get people to focus on keeping the bottom of the ribs down, squeezing back and release. So if you do two more for me, Anne. So if you've got somebody who cannot do extension, they could do the arm work without the thoracic extension, yes? But we're trying to isolate into the thoracic area and relax through the lumbar spine and the bum, which is not an easy thing to do. And release and let it go. Thanking you. Thanks, Annie. I'm going to take that off.